Special thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2before here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Republic F-105 Thunderchief. The Republic F-105 Thunderchief was an American supersonic fighter bomber used by the United States Air Force, capable of Mach 2 and conducted the majority of strike bombing missions during the early years of the Vietnam War, and it was the only American aircraft to have been removed from combat due to high losses. Originally designed as a single-seat nuclear attack aircraft, a two-seat Wild Weasel version was later developed for the specialized suppression of enemy air defenses role against surface-to-air missile sites. The F-105 was commonly known as Thud by its crews. The aircraft itself proved to be a very powerful bomber, able to carry a larger bomb load than most of the heavy bombers of World War II, such as the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-24 Liberator. The F-105 was also the primary attack aircraft of the Vietnam War, or was one of the primary attack aircraft in the early stages. Over 20,000 Thunderchief sorties were flown, with 382 aircraft lost, including 62 operational losses. Although less agile than the smaller big fighters, the U.S. Air Force F-105s were credited with 27.5 kills. The Thunderchief entered service, when the Thunderchief entered service, it was the largest single-seat, single-engine combat aircraft in history, weighing approximately 50,000 pounds. It could exceed the speed of sound at sea level and reach Mach 2 at high altitude. The F-105 could carry up to 14,000 pounds of bombs and missiles, and the Thunderchief was later replaced as a strike aircraft over North Vietnam by both the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and the swing-wing General Dynamics F-11 Aardvark. However, the Wild Weasel variants of the F-105 remained in service until 1984 after being replaced by the specialized F-4G Wild Weasel V. So overall, very interesting aircraft. You know, the Vietnam era aircraft definitely are really cool. You know, we've built quite a few of them earlier in these past, or basically earlier this summer, with the F-4 Phantom and also the MiGs and stuff. It's really interesting to see some of these aircraft, as they're kind of like the early stages, kind of like a cross between, I guess you can say, World War II and I guess the new modern jets and stuff like that, and just mounting so many bombs and so much equipment onto the wings. It's just, I think it's just pretty much one of the golden ages really of jets and stuff, and the F-105 Thunderchief definitely backs that up. Overall, it's a beautiful looking aircraft, and I think it looks really good in Minecraft. Before we go ahead and take a look at the model that we have in front of us in a little bit more detail, I want to give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. The link is down in the description, where you can go ahead and pledge a small amount to the channel every month and earn a vehicle request of your choosing. Yeah, so it's cool little benefits you get for donating to the channel, and obviously it's very optional, but you can feel free to check that out. Again, the link is always down in the description. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the F-105 we have in front of us. Now this one right here is painted in a green design, as this was the kind of standard for a lot of Vietnam era fighters to have basically, green, so to kind of camouflage itself in a little bit better. So obviously we have it in a nice green color. You can also do it in a silver all the way around, or using polished andesite and stone, make it all gray if you really want to. But yeah, overall really cool. We have a black tip nose, white underbelly for it, and of course the highlight with this is the bomb loadout for this aircraft. I also should mention that this is the F-105D variant, so this was one of the or basically the later version of the single-seat version of the F-105. As we continue on, lots of detail here. We have the kind of like the swept back wings here to the sides, the horizontal stabilizers on the rear here, the vertical stabilizer, and of course we have the writing on the top here. So it should be this. I forgot to actually fix that as a rotated, but yeah, it's little markings there on the wing, the unit number, and the squadron or something of that sort. But yeah, overall really cool. We have really nice design for it. I think you guys will definitely enjoy it, and will look great in any Vietnam era type air battles or whatever. We have the F-10 or the F-4 Phantom, and also a MiG-21, stuff like that. That would be fun little additions as well in an air battle. And then we also have a landed version for this aircraft, so we will be building that as well. So cool stuff there. But overall, that's pretty much the aircraft itself. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and starting off with layer number 4. Now the reason why we're starting off with this layer is because it's a nice way to get a nice basis, and the first 3 layers are basically consisting of building these bombs here. So it's a little bit easier for us just to start at this level right here, and you know, makes stuff a little bit easier for when we build off of this and connecting stuff up a little bit later, and gives us a better look at the actual size of the aircraft. Now, if you want to build this thing landed, one thing to note is that you will need to make sure that this level here is going to be 3 blocks off the ground. So we want to make sure that we have 3 blocks of space up from ground level here, and you can see the black wool going across here representing the ground level. So 3 blocks of space, very important. If you have it 1 block too high, 1 block too low, your aircraft is not going to sit right on the ground when we go back and do the landing gear. Anyways, with that all cleared up, let's go ahead and move into this layer. If you're completely new to the way I like to do these tutorials, the way I structure these, I do half on camera, half off. What this means is I'll be doing the whole right side and center line of the aircraft on camera, and then it'll be up to you guys to go ahead and copy it over to the left side. You can see it's already copied to the left side right here. Just makes the tutorial a little bit easier and a little bit faster for me, and it's really pretty much the same for you guys, because you're just taking the same thing, copying it over to the air side. So just saves me some speaking, and let's go and get started. So to begin with, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor that's going to be up here at the very front kind of tip of the nose here, so pretty far forward, and this is going to be the center line of the aircraft. From this point here, we want to place down an iron trapdoor that's going to be on the top portion of the block. So you do not want an iron trapdoor at this level, you want it on top of this level right here. So from this iron trapdoor, you have 3 blocks of space below it. Going back from this iron trapdoor, we have 1 and 2 more iron trapdoors, so row of 3, followed by 2 quartz top slabs, a quartz upside down stair facing this direction, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz top slabs coming off this quartz stair. After that, so I'm going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 of these quartz blocks back, followed by a quartz upside down stair and 2 quartz top slabs coming off the stair on the back there. Just to go ahead and double check our count here of quartz full blocks, we can go ahead and just get a double check here on the count, and yes, it is 20 blocks back. From this point here, we're going to go out to the sides. We're going to go ahead and go to this first quartz top slab after this quartz upside down stair, place down an iron trapdoor to the side, followed by 1, 2, and 3 back. With that done, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 4 of quartz top slabs. So we're going to go do 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz top slabs like this back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 quartz stairs back. From their 15th quartz stair back, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz top slabs back, and then an iron trap door. Again, we should have a long row here of 15 quartz stairs, and once you have that done, you're going to take that same design, flip it over to the other side, and you'll have your bases here set up for layer number 4. With this done, we're going to then go out to the sides here, and we're going to go ahead and build one of our first bombs that's mounted on one of our hard points located right here. Now for this bomb, we need to go ahead and go to our stair from the front. We're going to go ahead and go to our 4th stair back, place down a placeholder block, and go 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks out to the side. We're going to do the same thing over here. So again, this is your 1, 2, 3, and 4th stair back. We're going to place down a full block, followed by 1, 2, and 3, and basically a total of 4 blocks out. Placeholder blocks, something we can easily delete later and tell it apart from the build. We're then going to place down a yellow terracotta block, like this, followed by a zombie head going forward. From this point here, we want to go and then grab ourselves a green terracotta and place down a row of 2 green terracotta blocks back. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, going back from that terracotta block, followed by another green terracotta block back like this from it. At this point right here, we want to go and grab ourselves a dark oak fence gate, a wooden trapdoor, and also a wooden sign, and lastly, a stone button. We're going to place down a stone button coming off this green terracotta block like this. On the inside of the green terracotta block like this, or in the inside here of the bomb, toward the middle of the aircraft, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate opened up toward the green terracotta block on the back here, with a wooden sign on the side of it, and over here to the side that's on the outside, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor with a wooden sign coming up that wooden trapdoor. We can then go ahead and delete our placeholder blocks like this, and same thing over here, and you'll basically have this bomb here that's set up on both sides, just like that. Once you have that all complete, that is going to wrap up layer number 4. Let's move down to layers 1 through 3. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into layers 1 through 3. For these layers, we're going to be going ahead and basically adding the bombs onto the bottom down here. And we want to go ahead and start off by going ahead and going to our second quartz top slab back, right here in this section right here, followed by a yellow terracotta block that goes down from this quartz top slab here on both sides. In the space in between these yellow blocks, we're going to place down a quartz slab, followed by a wooden sign coming off of it like this, and then coming off the 2 zombie heads, we're going to place down, coming off the 2 yellow terracotta blocks, we're going to place down 2 zombie heads forward. Going down from this quartz slab here, we're going to place down a yellow terracotta block with a zombie head coming off of it like this. For the bomb design, we're going to be going ahead and doing the same bomb design we did right here. So for this, we're going to be taking green terracotta, going back 1 and 2 green terracotta blocks back from each one of these yellow terracotta blocks. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall. That is going to come off of each one of these. So 1, 1, and 1. We then want to place down another green terracotta block like this around on both sides there. Also in the middle space here, we're going to take our quartz slabs. We want to go ahead and go 1 and 2 more quartz slabs back from the slab right there. So you have a row of 3 down the center. And we want to go ahead and then switch to cobblestone walls and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cobblestone walls back. With this finished here, we're going to go ahead and then place down a wooden trapdoor on the bottom of these 2 green terracotta blocks, followed by a wooden sign coming off of them like so. We also want to place down a wooden trapdoor on the bottom of this block right here, and again a wooden sign coming off of it like so. On the sides here of these green terracotta blocks, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate on the side here with a wooden sign on the side, and we're going to go ahead and go over here and do the same exact thing. So just over here to this side, and dark oak fence gate, wooden sign, like so, and you have your first set of 3 bombs here like this. And note also that if you're building this landed, this wooden sign here is barely off from the ground. It's basically right above it, so that's just a little way to check, also to make sure everything's going good so far. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and go to this cobblestone wall here, place down a yellow terracotta block, followed by a zombie head going forward, going down from this cobblestone wall here, yellow block, yellow terracotta block, and same thing over here on this side, and coming off of all those yellow terracotta blocks forward, and place down our zombie heads. From this point here, we're going to basically do the same thing with the bombs, so 2 green terracotta blocks, back from those yellow terracotta ones like so. We also want to place down a row of quartz slabs again. So we'll grab our quartz slabs. And for this section back here, we're going to place down a row of 2 of quartz slabs back like this for the hard point. And then with that done, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall coming off each one of these green terracotta blocks. Another green terracotta block coming off those mossy cobblestone walls. And then from this point, we're going to go and do the same thing we did up here. So we're going to place down our wooden signs on the bottom of these blocks like this, wooden signs on the side of the wooden trapdoor, and then we're going to go ahead and then go out to the sides, and we're going to be going ahead and doing the dark oak fence gate, have it opened up toward the green terracotta block and a wooden sign, and of course the same thing over here. So just like this, and like that. And also, for these bombs on the sides here, we're going to go ahead and place down wooden trapdoors on the bottom of these blocks, and then wooden signs like this on the wooden trapdoor, like that going back. And also for these rear bombs, we're going to be placing down 1, 2, and 3 stone buttons like this for the bomb there. With that done, we do have this little section here, this little fin that kind of pops down for the back here. So for this, we're going to be going ahead and going to the quartz block, so basically skip a space from these bombs and place down a quartz slab. We're then going to place down 2 quartz full blocks after it, going back, followed by 2 quartz slabs, and then a iron trapdoor like that, and that will fill that. That'll make this little fin here on the bottom like that. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And with that, we have our bombs mounted on the bottom there. That's going to complete layers 1 through 3. Let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to begin with, we're going to place down a quartz block that is going to go on top of this iron trapdoor up here in the front. We then want to place down 1 and 2 black wool blocks forward, followed by 2 nether brick top slabs like that off those black wool blocks. From this quartz block here, we're going to place down 2 more quartz full blocks on top of these last 2 iron trapdoors right there to close this space off. We then want to go and place down a long row of green terracotta that's going to go all the way back to this section right here. It's going to be a very long row. So in total we have the 1, block up here, and then we have 2 right there. So we have a total of 30 green terracotta blocks back like this. And this green terracotta block here will end on top of this quartz top slab. When that's done, coming off that green terracotta block, I'm going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a stone brick upside down stair, and then a stone brick top slab after it, like so. Going back up to the front and working our way out to the sides, we're going to be placing down a nether brick top slab on both sides of this black wool block right here. So just like that next to it. And then after that's done, we're going to take our quartz, place down a quartz top slab, and then we want to place down a row of 2 of quartz upside down stairs. From this point here, we're going to take quartz slabs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz slabs across like this. We're then going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green terracotta blocks back, followed by a total of 5 quartz blocks back. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 green terracotta blocks back, followed by a stone brick upside down stair on both sides of this polished andesite block like this on the back. With that done, going ahead and working our way to our sides now. We're going to go ahead and start off on the back here. We're going to go to the third from last green terracotta block here. Place down a mossy cobblestone wall to the side, followed by 1 and 2 forward. We then want to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair, followed by a second and then a third like this forward. And then we're going to place down another row of 3 of mossy cobblestone walls. With this done, we can go ahead and move into our horizontal stabilizer, which is very simply going to be a quartz top slab coming off this dark oak wood stair here, and then 1, 2, and 3 quartz top slabs back for a row of 4. We then want to go ahead and go out to the side of the second quartz top slab here, and then do 3 more back. So you have something that looks like that so far. We're then going to go ahead and do a row of 3 of quartz top slabs, so just like this. Our next row out to the side, we're going to do a quartz top slab coming off the second one, or the middle quartz top slab there, followed by 1 and 2 back, so another row of 3 like that. And then we just want to go and do a row of 2 on the end here. So just like that with top slabs, and you're going to be doing the same thing obviously to the other side there for your horizontal stabilizers. Really straightforward, pretty simple design there. With that done, we're going to now move into putting our more missiles, or sorry, I say missiles, more bombs here on our hard points. So for this, we're going to go and basically expand upon the bomb we have already set up in this position here. So we're going to go and place down 2 end rods on top of these 2 green terracotta blocks right here. And we then want to go and place down a quartz top slab coming off these end rods going toward the front and also toward the back here. We then want to place down an iron trapdoor coming off these quartz top slabs toward the front and also toward the back like that. With that done, on the outside here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a yellow terracotta block and come off this quartz top slab to place down a yellow terracotta block with a zombie head coming off the side that's facing toward the front of the aircraft. We then want to place down a row of 2 of green terracotta blocks back, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall, and a green terracotta block like this on the very end there. With that finished there, coming off the iron trapdoor here, we're going to place down a wooden sign. We also want to place down a stone button coming off this green terracotta block on the back here. And to the side, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate and have a wooden sign on this fence gate like that. And that right there will pretty much finish that up there. And once that's all done there, we can go ahead and work on our next bombs that come out to the side here. So going ahead and coming off this dark oak wood fence gate, we're going to place down a green terracotta block like this. We want to go ahead and place down a additional green terracotta block forward, followed by a yellow terracotta block, and then a zombie head like this for the front. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall back like this, and we're going to then place down a wooden trapdoor on this mossy cobblestone wall like this, closed up like that. We then want to take our quartz top slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of quartz top slabs coming off these terracotta blocks, and then 1 iron trapdoor coming off this quartz top slab forward like so. To the side here, we're going to go and build the same bomb again, so a yellow terracotta block, 2 green terracotta blocks back, mossy cobblestone wall, wooden trapdoor closed, and a zombie head like this coming off the terracotta block forward like that. So you have your set of bombs on the very tips of the wings, which are a little bit of a smaller size, and that right there will pretty much wrap that up for our loadout on our wings. With that all done, that is going to wrap up layer number 5. I think that's everything. We're good to go, and we do look like we're good to go. So with that, let's move on to our next layer, layer number 6. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 6. For layer 6 to begin with, we're going to go ahead and place down a black wool block on top of this nether brick top slab up here for the front nose, Coming off this Blackwell block 4, we're going to place down a narrow brick slab, followed by 2 end rods like this, going forward like that for the tip of the nose. Back from this Blackwell block, we're going to place down 1 and 2 and 3 more, so we're in line with this Blackwell block from the previous layer. With that done, we're going to then place down a long row of green terracotta that's going to go all the way down the center line of our aircraft. That is going to be in total 32 blocks long from this front section here all the way back to this point here. We're then going to place down a glowstone block followed by a orange stained glass block like this on the end there for the engine. With that done, we want to go and then go back up to the front and work our way out to the side. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off the side of this Blackwell block, followed by a row of 3 of cobblestone walls on the remaining 3 Blackwell blocks back. We then want to place down a dark oak wood stair on the sides here, and coming off the face of the stair, we're going to place down a wooden sign. We're going to go ahead and then take green terracotta, place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 green terracotta blocks back. From this point here, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some stone buttons, and we're going to place down a stone button on the terracotta block right here above this last quartz top slab here, and then we're going to place down 1 and 2 more stone buttons back like that. So you can see right there on the design of the side of the aircraft. With that done, we're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz full blocks back. We're going to take our green terracotta again, place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 green terracotta blocks back. Let me just go and get a double count. And yep, it is 16, and it's going to be in line with this glowstone block. We then want to place down a row of 2 of polished andesite blocks back, followed by a cobblestone wall like that to wrap up the back here of the engine. Moving out to the sides now, we're going to go and place down a mossy cobblestone wall, come off the second to last green terracotta block here, followed by 1 and 2 mossy cobblestone walls forward. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green terracotta blocks, followed by 1, 2, and 3 mossy cobblestone walls forward after that. With that done, we also want to go ahead and go to our horizontal stabilizers here, and we're going to take green carpet, and we want to go ahead and place down green carpet on top of all of these quartz top slabs like this, to go ahead and keep the color green consistent looking down at the aircraft from up above on those stabilizers. With that done, we're going to go ahead and start moving into our wing section here. So for our wing section, we want to go ahead and go to this last green terracotta block right here and place down a wooden trapdoor on the side of it. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and take quartz top slabs, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz top slabs back. We then want to go ahead and go off of this wooden trapdoor, placing down a quartz top slab out to the side here, followed by 1 quartz top slab forward. We're then going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, and 3 top slabs, like this, followed by a row of 1, 2, and 3 of iron trapdoors on the top portion of a block. So as you can see, on the top portion like that. Going out to the side here, we're going to go ahead and go to the 4th quartz top slab from the front there, place down an iron trapdoor to the side, 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trapdoors back from that to give you a row of 5. Our next row of iron trapdoors out to the side, we're going to go ahead and go to the second iron trapdoor here, place down an iron trapdoor to the side, and we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, giving us in total a row of 6 iron trapdoors like so. Going ahead and going to the 3rd iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a narrow iron trapdoor to the side, followed by a second one back. This point right here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a quartz stair, and we're going to place down a quartz stair on top of this end rod right here. After that quartz stair, we're going to place down a quartz full block, followed by a second quartz full block back like so. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then take our iron trapdoors. We're going to go ahead and go to the side of this iron trapdoor right here, the second one. We're going to place down 1 iron trapdoor to the side, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4, giving you a row of 5. After that's done, we want to go ahead and then have an indent from the front here, go to the second iron trapdoor, 1, 2, 3, and 4 back like this. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and then do a second row of 4, like that. And then we want to go ahead and then place down a quartz full block on top of this quartz top slab here, second quartz full block forward, and then a quartz stair, just like that for this hard point on the tip of the wings. And then we're going to take our iron trapdoors, place down a row, or an iron trapdoor come off this first quartz block, followed by a second and third back. And then we just want to place down 2 iron trapdoors, like this on the tip of the wing, there like that. And once you have that done, you should have something that looks just like this from up above here, and this will basically be the beginning of our base of the wings, and we're going to be using this to build off of when we get into our next layer, layer 7, where we start to build the wings up and all that fun stuff. Anyways, that's it for layer 6. Let's move on to layer 7. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 7. For layer 7, we're going to start off by going ahead and placing down a iron trapdoor on the second black wool block right here. Going back from this, we're going to place down 2 nether brick slabs, followed by a dark oak wood stair, followed by a row of 4 of green terracotta blocks back from this dark oak wood stair. From this point here, we do have the cockpit space here that we could easily add a cockpit into. This tutorial will not be including a tutorial or basically a part for the interior at all, so if you do want to build your own interior, you can easily do that. You can leave a space of 5 here, so you can go ahead and easily build one yourself, and you can even go into the previous layer and also have some space for an interior as well down in that section there. However, for us, we can go ahead and just fill this in with a row of 5 of black wool just to kind of close that area off, and so we don't have a big kind of void right there. So we'll just go ahead and close that off with some black wool to make it look nice. We then want to place down a long row of green terracotta blocks back, so this row right here is going to go ahead and be a row of 23 in total, so back from this black wool block, a row of 23, or the empty space of 5 you left open there. When we get back to this section here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, stone brick stair coming off of it, and a stone brick slab coming off the front of the stair. Going back up to the front here, we're going to start working our way out to the side. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull at an angle on top of these cobblestone walls. So just like this, at about a slight angle, not like exactly a very steep angle, but just gradual enough, so something like this. We then want to place down a zombie head on top of this dark oak wood stair, and again going back from the zombie head itself, we're going to be placing down a row of 2 of dark oak wood slabs. We then want to place down a dark oak wood stair and dark oak wood corner stair coming off that stair, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green terracotta blocks back. On the first green terracotta block here, we're going to place down a stone button, and then going back here to this section, we want to go and place down a row of 3 of wooden trapdoors on the last 3 green terracotta blocks, or sorry, my bad, 2 wooden trapdoors on the last 2 green terracotta blocks. We're then going to place down 2 quartz full blocks back and a wooden trapdoor on the first quartz top slab, or quartz full block like this. We're then going to take our green terracotta, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 green terracotta blocks back, a stone brick stair, and now we'll wrap up that side there. For our next row out to the side, we're going to start off over here. We're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall on the third green terracotta block from last. 1 and 2 more going forward like that, so you have a row of 3. We then want to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood stairs, and then a row of 1, 2, and 3 mossy cobblestone walls. After that's done there, we're going to go ahead and move out to our wings here again. We're going to place down a end rod on top of this quartz top slab here. Behind that end rod, we're going to place down a black wool block, followed by a row of 2 of green terracotta, and we then want to place down a spruce wood stair, followed by a spruce wood slab coming off that spruce wood stair like so. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a cobblestone wall on this quartz top slab here, and we want to go ahead and then place down a quartz full block behind the cobblestone wall, followed by a second and then a third quartz full block back like so. We then want to also place down a wooden trapdoor on this quartz top slab and open it up to the side. And then coming off this wooden trapdoor, kind of going forward like this, we're going to place down a second wooden trapdoor forward like so. And on the side here of the wooden trapdoors themselves, we're going to be placing down a row of 2 of wooden signs there on the sides. Back from this quartz, this row of 3 quartz blocks, we're going to place down 2 green terracotta blocks back, followed by a dark oak wood stair, and then a row of 2 with spruce wood slabs coming off that dark oak wood stair. Our next row out to the side, we're going to take our mossy cobblestone walls and place down a row of 1 and 2 mossy cobblestone walls, so 1 coming off this cobblestone wall and 1 coming off this quartz block. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green terracotta blocks back, followed by a row of 2 of spruce wood slabs back from that. Our next row to the side here, we're going to be placing down a dark oak wood slab that's going to go on top of this iron trapdoor. And then back from that slab, we're going to be placing down a row of 1, 2, and 3 green terracotta blocks back, followed by a dark oak wood stair, and then 1 and 2 spruce wood slabs back from that. When that's done there, we're going to go to our next our green terracotta block here, place down a dark oak wood slab to the side, and underneath this slab there should be a iron trapdoor. I'm not sure why there actually wasn't any that was transferred over here originally. So yeah, we're going to be placing down an iron trapdoor on the bottom of that dark oak wood top slab. From that point there, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 3 of green terracotta blocks, so 1, 2, and 3. And we then want to place down a dark oak wood slab, followed by a spruce wood slab, like that, to wrap that row off. Our next row out to the side, we're going to place down a dark oak wood dark oak wood slab, come off this green terracotta block. Again, a iron trapdoor on the bottom of it. Coming off that slab, going back, we're going to place down a green terracotta block back, followed by a dark oak wood stair. And after the dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a spruce wood slab, a dark oak wood slab, followed by 2 spruce wood slabs back, like that. Our next row out to the side, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab, come off this green terracotta block, and again on the bottom here, an iron trapdoor on that dark oak wood slab. From this dark oak wood slab, we want to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3 slabs back, and then a spruce wood slab like this on the end. Our next row here, we're going to go ahead and follow the iron trapdoor, so 1, 2, and 3 dark oak wood slabs back. Actually, sorry, my bad. 4 dark oak wood slabs back, and then a spruce wood slab like that on the end there. With that done, our next row out, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood slab coming off the second slab here, 1 and 2 more, so you have a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs, and then a spruce wood slab like this on the end. Again, taking our dark oak wood slabs, we're going to go ahead and go on the iron trapdoors, 1, 2, and 3 dark oak wood slabs, followed by a spruce wood slab on the end. And then for our last row out to the side here, again on top of the iron trapdoors, 2 dark oak wood slabs, and then a spruce wood slab back like that. And once you have that done on both sides, you'll have the wings complete. For the aircraft, we will have a little bit that we're doing on top here, just kind of layering it a little bit more up on top. But for the most part, our wings are complete, and that right there will complete layer number 7. With that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 8. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 8. So for layer 8, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and going to the second and third green terracotta block back from this dark oak wood stair, and we'll place down 2 wooden trapdoors on top of it. When that's done there, we're going to place down a nether brick slab back, followed by a row of 5 of light gray stained glass full blocks. After that, we're going to place down a row of a very long row here of green terracotta. I'm just going to go and get a quick count for it. It's going to be a row of 20 of green terracotta blocks back, followed by a dark oak wood stair, and then 2 dark oak wood slabs to wrap it up. When that's done there, we're going to go ahead and move back up to the front here. We want to go ahead and place down a wither skeleton skull on top of this dark oak wood corner stair here to both sides, and it's going to be at a slight angle like that. And then going back from the wither skeleton skull, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 light gray stained glass panes, and then we're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs. With that done, we're going to take our mossy cobblestone walls, place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 mossy cobblestone walls back, followed by a dark oak wood stair. Coming off the dark oak wood stair itself, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak wood stairs like this, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green terracotta blocks. 1, 2, and 3 dark oak wood slab or stairs, and then 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs to go ahead and finish that off. With that done, the last thing we're going to do on the back here is place down a wooden trapdoor on top of this green terracotta block. Once that's done, go ahead and move back up to this section here. We're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood slab that is going to go ahead and go on top of this cobblestone wall here. And then coming off this forward, we're going to place down a zombie head on top of this wooden trapdoor, like this forward. Actually, see, we're going to go ahead and place it down like that. With that done, going back from the dark oak wood slab, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 more dark oak wood slabs back, followed by 1 and 2 wooden trapdoors. On the inside section here, we're going to go ahead and go up, or go to the second mossy cobblestone wall here in this row. From the front, place down a wooden trapdoor on the side and close it like that. And then we want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 dark oak wood slabs back. After that's done, going ahead and going to the third slab here, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor to the side, followed by 1, 2, and 3 back to give you a row of 4, and then just one wooden trapdoor come off the fourth one out to the side like so. With that all done, that is going to wrap up layer number 4, layer number 8, and with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 9. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 9. For layer 9 to begin with, we're going to place down a nether brick slab on top of the second light gray stained glass block back. Going back from the nether brick slab, we're going to place down a row of 3 of light gray stained glass full blocks. We then want to place down a row of 3 of green terracotta blocks, followed by a dark oak wood stair, 3 dark oak wood slabs coming off the front of the stair. We then want to place down a row of 7 of wooden trapdoors back, a dark oak wood slab, a green terracotta block, a snow block, followed by a stone button on both sides. Going back from the snow block, 2 green terracotta blocks back, and then a spruce wood plank here with a wooden sign on both sides of the plank like so. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go up to the cockpit and work our way out to the sides here. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on both sides of this nether brick slab at a very slight angle, so something just like that on both sides there. When that's done, we're going to go to the side of these 3 light gray stained glass full blocks and place down 3 light gray stained glass panes. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 mossy cobblestone walls, followed by a row of, or basically 1 zombie head and then 1 here at a slight angle like that going back there. With that all done, that is going to pretty much wrap up layer 9, and with that we're going to move into our final layers, which are going to basically involve layers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're going to put the top of the tail on and pretty much wrap up our in-flight version of the F-105 Thunderchief. Alright guys, moving into our last final layers, we have layers 10 through 15. For these layers here, we'll be going ahead and basically building up the tail. So to start off with, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of this snow block, and we then want to place down 1 and 2 more green terracotta blocks back, followed by a spruce wood plank. Now at this point here, we do have a section here where you can go ahead and put banners on the side of the aircraft. I will be linking a tutorial down in the description where you guys can go ahead and find tutorials on how to make the numbered banners, so you can go ahead and choose whatever banners or whatever number on the aircraft you want. And these are here will be represented by the yellow numbers in their positioning. So remember, it's basically enough room for a 2-digit number. However, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and extend to this green terracotta block and do a 3-digit if you really wanted to. I felt it worked best definitely with a 2-digit number, and you can see that obviously on both sides there. When that's done, we're also going to place down a wooden sign here on this side of these spruce wood planks. We then want to go and go up to our next layer up. We're going to place down one last thing for the previous one. We're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall coming off that spruce wood plank. Next row up, we're going to go ahead and go to the second green terracotta block, go 1 more up, followed by a row of 2 more green terracotta blocks back. So you have a row of 3 here, spruce wood plank on the end here, and wooden signs on both sides of this spruce wood plank. With that all finished there, we have our next row that we're going to go ahead and go up. So we're going to then place down a green terracotta block on top of the middle, one right here, followed by a second green terracotta block back, spruce wood plank, and a cobblestone wall coming off that spruce wood plank. On both sides of the spruce wood plank, we're going to be placing down a wooden sign like that on both sides. From this point here, we do have another section of banners we can go and put in. So representing the letter numbers or letter banners, we can go and use orange banners. So this, we're going to go ahead and be doing lettering for it. So if you want to have this abbreviation of a state this may have been stationed at, or just some random initials or random numbers, you can just see I did MA, real simple, just some random letters I put on it. You can go ahead and obviously do that. Again, there'll be a tutorial for lettered banners down in the description below, and these will be positioned right here. There's only room for you to have a 2-lettered little abbreviation here for that to work. When that's done there, we're going to go up to our next layer up. We're going to go ahead and place down a blue concrete block, or basically at this point here you can choose whatever color you want. So we have this little colored stripe. If you want to have the squadron maybe have a red color, orange, yellow, whatever color you really want. I just chose blue because I saw a picture of a blue tail and it's what I kind of based this off of. So yeah, I'm going to be going ahead and using blue concrete, placing down a block right here on top of this second green terracotta block, and then 1, 2, and basically a total of 3 blocks like this across. Moving up to our next level up, we're going to go ahead and place down a green terracotta block on top of the middle concrete block here, followed by a second green terracotta block back. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall coming off that green terracotta block. And for the very top here, we're going to go ahead and place down a wooden trapdoor on this first green terracotta block, followed by a dark oak wood slab back, and then a zombie head on top of this mossy cobblestone wall, just like that, to go ahead and wrap that up on top there. And from this point here, you pretty much have the tail complete. You can go ahead and obviously look at those tutorials, figure out what numbers you want, and if you have several of these in a formation or something like that, you're definitely going to want to change up the numbers, so you can have a bunch of different numbered ones and stuff like that, and showing the squadron with the same colored stripe in the tail and also the same 2-digit code, or 2 lettered code there on the tail. So definitely some playability and some different stuff you can really do with it yourself to go ahead and make this a really cool aircraft, and especially if you have a bunch of these in a scene, really look really nice and really accurate. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for the in-flight version for the F-105D Thunderchief. With that, we're going to be moving into the landed version. So for those of you guys that do want to build this aircraft landed, we're going to go ahead and move into that next. So with that, let's move into the landed version of the F-105D Thunderchief. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into doing the landing gear for the aircraft. If you went ahead and followed directions perfectly and set this aircraft up to be landed in the beginning of the tutorial, you should have an aircraft that looks something like this. Obviously our bombs here are really close to the ground, only being 1 block off the ground at this point right here, and if they are 1 block off the ground, then we are you're accurate, and you're good to go ahead and put the landing gear on. So for us to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and go to these quartz top slabs that are right after this quartz stair. Now we're going to go ahead and break these 4 quartz top slabs right here on the inside to get us started for our landing gear. We then want to break the green terracotta blocks up in this section here to go ahead and give us access to the space in here. We're going to start off by placing down a quartz upside down stair here, followed by a quartz top slab back from it, another quartz upside down stair, and another quartz slab back from it like that. We then want to go ahead and go down from this quartz stair, place down a wooden trapdoor open like this, and then going down from the quartz stair here, we're going to be placing down an anvil on top of a cobblestone wall like this. Coming off the cobblestone wall toward the rear, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. We then want to place down a stone brick upside down stair on the bottom here of the cobblestone wall, and we want the back of the stair facing toward the right side of the aircraft. On the bottom of the stair, we're going to place down a block of coal. Once that's done, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the back of the stair here. And from this point, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves some different materials. We're going to be placing down a lever on the side of this block of coal and have the lever flicked upward like this, almost connecting to the skeleton skull there. With that done, we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a iron trapdoor, followed by some wooden signs, and also a item frame. And we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a snowball. Now we're going to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor that comes off this stone brick upside down stair forward, followed by a wooden sign on both sides of it, and then on the front side like this facing forward, we'll place down an item frame with a snowball in it like that for the little light that's mounted on the landing gear like so. Also on the side here of this block of coal, we're going to want to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone button, place a stone button like this, a item frame over the block of coal, and in the item frame itself we're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane like that for the wheel right there. And with that done right there, that is going to complete our front landing gear. And one thing we need to do to finish it off is to go ahead and put a row of 4 of quartz upside down stairs in place of these 4 iron trap doors. And these are going to be basically representing the doors that would open up for the landing gear to fold out of. And once you have that all complete, that will complete your front landing wheel like that. Let's go ahead and move into the rear ones. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our rear landing wheels. They're really simple and unfortunately not 100% realistic. As you'll notice with this one over here, we don't really have any area cut out in the wing to where the landing gear would fold out of, and they're a little bit longer than we actually have space here. And this is because the landing gear would be a little bit further in the wings, but due to the bomb space and all that stuff we have on the wings, I had to kind of push the landing gear in just basically a tad in. So basically pretty much only 1 block really in. So it kind of threw off the landing gear a little bit. It still looks perfectly fine, and you know, it's not going to really be that big of a deal, but it just is showing you guys there is no really area where it would fold up into or anything like that if for those of you guys that like that extra realism. But anyways, going ahead and getting started with this landing gear, we're going to start off by going ahead and going to this row right here. We're going to go to the 4th iron trapdoor back and replace this with a cobblestone wall. Going down from this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 quartz full blocks back. We're then going to place down a quartz stair, come up this 3rd quartz full block forward. And then we want to place down 2 quartz full blocks. They're going to be underneath the quartz full block here and the quartz stair like this, so you have a row 2 here. On these 2 quartz blocks on the inside here, we'll place down 2 nether brick stairs, and then we want to place down 2 nether brick upside down stairs coming off of them on the bottom like that to go and make your wheel right here for the landing gear. When that's done there, we're going to go and grab ourselves a stone slab. We're going to place down a stone top slab coming off this quartz full block here, and we're going to go ahead and then place down a stone slab going up like this, and then a stone top slab like that to kind of connect in here as a little basically hydraulic here that would be able to fold the landing gear in like so. And like I said, there really isn't anything that this kind of is showing here being folded in, or any kind of space dug out in the wing, just mainly because we don't really have the space for it, but also just because of it being off a little bit by having the bombs on the wing. So you'll be taking the same design and just copy it over to the air side of the aircraft, and once you have that done, you'll have both your landing gear for the rear complete. Alright guys, and as you can see now, I have the landing gear copied over to the air side, and you have both your landing gear set up and complete, and the landed version of the F-105D Thunderchief complete. That right there, guys, is going to do it for my tutorial for both the in-flight and landed version of the F-105D Thunderchief. Hope you guys do enjoy the tutorial. If you guys do put it to use, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This be anything from a side of the build to my channel or this video. If this does appear on any social media sites, just be sure I get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting this type of content. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Other than that, a big thanks again to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this tutorial possible, and feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down in the description. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.